Hi everyone, welcome to the channel The Aptitude Guide tag. So this is a channel dedicated and designed especially for banking aspirants. We all know people who attempted bank exams will definitely get to know this. You guys can easily clear prelims, but that's a difficult task when it comes to mains. As far as mains is concerned, many of the students need to put more effort in the areas like puzzles and input output as far as LR is concerned, of course, critical reasoning. And as far as quant is concerned, you guys need to solve many questions from data interpretation. So usually student will feel these two areas are really difficult when compared to any of the other areas. So in this channel, we mainly focus on the mains content, puzzles, data interpretation. I provide two playlists for you all. One will be based on puzzles, the high level mains puzzles, and the second one will be on high level data interpretation. So we target SBI clerk mains, SBI PO mains, IBPS clerk mains, IBPS PO mains. And the goal of this channel is not only to discuss these topics, we want you guys to practice as many questions as you can. So along with the classes, we also provide practice sessions. And along with that, I will provide the Telegram group link in the description of this video. I want you guys to come and join there if you guys are inclined towards that. And if you guys have any queries, any difficult questions which are to be solved, which are to be explained, you guys can drop that question in the group and that question will be discussed in the coming next sessions. And so without waiting, with no wait, let's get into the topic now. So in this video, we are going to discuss mains targeted reasoning puzzles, among which we are going to discuss the first puzzle from this topic. So this being the first video of the playlist, and I want you guys to drop a message in the comment section if you are not comfortable with any of the things. If you guys have any queries, you guys can drop a message in the comment section. Undoubtedly, your doubts will be clarified. We will definitely talk on that. And then this is highly recommended. Once the question is present on the screen, I expect you guys to pause the video, do solve the question, try to solve this puzzle, and once you get it, mention the time in the comment section. And the expected time to solve this puzzle is 7 minutes. So you guys are expected to solve this in less than 7 minutes. Pause the video, try solving this question, get back to the video for the solution. Now, let us discuss this question once. Let's understand the question first. You are given that we have 8 members, 8 students in total. They are from 3 different schools that been appeared on the screen now. Names of those 3 schools are mentioned here. The first school being APR school, the second one being ZPH, and the third one being KB. And it is also mentioned that people are playing 3 different games. Names of the games are also mentioned here: chess, volleyball, hockey. They are from 2 different classes. So these 8 members, the students are from 2 different classes. They belong to either 9th or 10th. So each student among these 8 members should be either from 9th or 10th. People from the same school are playing the same game. And from each school, there is at least one student from 9th and at least one from 10th. So from any given school, we have 3 schools here: APR school, ZPH and KV. If you pick any school at random, you should find at least one student from class 9th and at least one from class 10th. And it is also mentioned that exactly 4 are from class 10. A maximum of 3 members can be from any school, which means that at any given school at random, not more than 3 members will be observed in that school. So 3 being the maximum. Now let's understand this. We have 8 members in total, 3 being the maximum. So if you distribute 8 members among those 3 schools, the distribution should take place this way: 3, 3 and 2, which means that from one of the schools across these 3, there should be 3 members studying And in the second school, you will find 3 members. And in the third one, you will find 2 members. Here, I think I am clear. First school may not be APR school. First school may not be ZPH. First one may not be KV. We cannot predict which school actually it is. But one of the schools with 3 students, and the other school with 3 students again, and the third one with exactly 2 students. Now, in order to solve questions of this kind, the data is given at random. We need to put it in an organized way. So only when we put this data in an organized way, we will find a way to solve it. So let us discuss this question. I want you guys to remember the information that we discussed till now. This is the main important body of the question, and this is the given information. So along with this information, we need to solve the puzzle with making use of this information now. So we need to remember that in any given school, there should be at least 1 student from class 9th and at least 1 student from class 10th, and not more than 3 members from any given particular school, and people who belong to the same school are playing the same game. If school name being the same, the game name should also be the same. And among the given 8, exactly 4 belong to class 10, and the remaining 4 should obviously be from class 9th. So let us pick this information up. Let us put it in the next slide. I want you guys to prepare a table as shown on the screen now. Name, school, game, class. So we have 8 members. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have spaces here to write their 8 names. And then I would strongly recommend this. The first information given, it started with C. So I want you to start with this one now. C and E. It's about 2 members, C and E. They play the same game. As these 2 persons are playing the same game, let us mark it with the same symbol here. Which means that the name that you write here should be written even here. So these 2 should not be the different. These 2 has to be the same. When these 2 play the same game, I want you guys to tell me now, can I consider that these 2 belong to the same school? Of course, yes. People who belong to the same school play the same game. As these 2 play the same game, I can also understand it as these 2 are from the same school. It is also mentioned that these 2 are not from ZPH. So it can be any other school from the remaining 2. So it can be KV, it can be APRS. And though we cannot predict the name of the school, we have only 2 options now. It can be APRS or it can be KV. Let us jump onto the next statement now. D and E are studying in class 10. We have written something about E earlier. Now, in addition to this, you are given some information about D. D and E are studying in class 10. Let me write it here. E is from class 10. D is from class 10. They are playing different games. So I want you to understand this. As D and E are playing different games, I want you to understand it as D and E belong to 2 different schools. If D is from one of the schools, E should not be from that school. So let us name it as school 2. Guys, I am sure we have 3 schools. As name is not mentioned here, as we cannot predict the name, let me assign numbers for the 3 schools. And I'm not saying the first one as APRs, I'm not saying the first one as ZPH, I'm not saying the first one as KV. But I can definitely tell you that among those 3 schools, D belong to one of the schools to which E doesn't belong to. D and E are from 2 different schools. And these 2 are studying in class 10. And they are playing different games. So only based on this, we got to know that these 2 are from different schools. Neither of them plays chess. So people who belong to school 1 shouldn't play chess. People who belong to school 2 is not allowed to play chess. So that's obvious. People who belong to school 3, they have to play chess. I want you guys to understand this point now. D and E are from 2 different schools. I've named D as 1. I've named E school as 2. So people who belong to school 1 cannot play chess. People who belong to school 2 cannot play chess. So that's obvious. People who ever belong to school 3, they have to play chess. Hope it is clear. Let us look at the next one now. A and F are from the same school and no other person is from that school. So the school to which A belongs to, even F should also belong to. So these 2 are from the same school. and we have no other person from this school. Now, putting these two conditions together, the one which we discussed earlier and this one. Now, can I say that A and F belong to school 1? Do you guys agree? Your answer should be no. Reason, as D belong to school 1, you cannot put A and F together with D. You cannot put A and F together with E. So it is clear that A and F should not be from school 1. A and F should not be from school 2. So that's obvious. A and F should belong to school 3. And people who belong to school 3 should play chess as we discussed earlier. So A and F belong to school 3, and this particular school, people who belong to this particular school should play chess. Let me write it here. Hope this information is clear. Let us move on to the next one now. 2 among the students who belong to ZPH are studying in class 10, which means that we have 3 members in this particular school. Previously, we discussed that in any given school, you should find at least 1 student from class 9 and at least 1 student from class 10. Now, it is mentioned that 2 among the students who belong to ZPH are studying in class 10, which means that along with the 2 students who are in class 10, you should also observe one more student who studies in class 9. So, I am sure in ZPH, you observe 3 members. Among these 3, 2 are from class 10 and 1 should be from class 9. Now, it is also clear that E and C are not from ZPH. So, second school should not be ZPH. The second school should not be ZPH as it's given here. And we have 3 members in ZPH and we have no other student from this particular school. Even this should not be ZPH. So A and F are not from ZPH, C and E are not from ZPH. So that's obvious, D should be from ZPH. Hope this is clear, everyone. Next to this, let us look at the next condition now. B and H play the same game, which is not hockey. B and H, these two are playing the same game, but this particular game should not be hockey. Let me ask you a question now. Can B and H play chess? Definitely no. We have 2 members who are playing chess. So you will not find 2 more members playing chess as the number exceeds 3. Previously we discussed that from any given school there should not be more than 3. Or from any given game you can observe a maximum of 3 members participating in it. From this we can conclude that B and H should not play hockey. B and H are not allowed to play chess. So that's obvious. B and H has to play the third game, that's being, let me take you to the previous slide once. Among the given 3 games, one is volleyball. Yes, B and H, they have to play volleyball. Now, people playing hockey are not from APRS. Let's understand this now. As C and E belong to the same school, I also know that C and E play the same game. So this particular game cannot be chess, as we have 2 members earlier playing chess. These 2 should not be from volleyball, as we have 2 members playing volleyball here. So it cannot be volleyball, it cannot be chess, so it has to be the third game, hockey. So C plays hockey, E plays hockey, and then D. I am sure D and E belong to 2 different schools. As E plays hockey, D is not allowed to play hockey, so it's not hockey. D is not allowed to play chess, as it's clearly mentioned, we have exactly 2 playing chess. So D cannot play chess, D cannot play hockey, so D has to play volleyball. It's clear? So people who belong to ZPH are playing volleyball, so I can conclude this now. D is from ZPH, B is from ZPH, H is from ZPH. People playing hockey are not from APRS. Here, C and E are playing hockey, They should not be from APRS. Previously, it's mentioned that these two are not from ZPH as well. So it's not ZPH, it's not APRS, so it has to be KV. C belongs to KV, even E belongs to KV. So people playing hockey are from KV. People playing volleyball are from ZPH. People playing chess has to be from APRS. APRS. F and G are not studying in class 10. F is not studying in class 10, which means that F has to study in class 9. G is not studying in, we haven't written anything about G till now. Now we got to know that it's G. G is not from class, F and G are not from class 10. So G is not allowed to study class 10, so he is from class 9. And then B and C are from the same class. B and C are from the same class. Let's understand this now. People from APRS, we have two members. We have two members from APRS. Among these two, one is from class 9. So that's obvious, the other student should be from class 10. In any given school, one should be from class 10, the other should be from class 9. You should find at least one from class 9, at least one from class 10. That's been mentioned earlier. So as far as APRS is concerned, as we got to know that F is from class 9, he has to be from class 10 now. So already 3 members exist from class 10 and a maximum of 4 members can be from any given particular class. Be it class 10, be it class 9. Not more than 4 can be observed. Now it is mentioned that B and C are from the same class. If B and C are from the same class, can I assume that B and C from class 10? Definitely no. Reason being, we have already 3 members studying in class 10. If B and C also joins them, you will find 5 members from class 10, which should not happen. So B and C should be from class 9. So we have exactly 4 members studying in class 9. We found that it's C, we got to know that it's F, we got to know that it's B, we got to know that it's G. So that's obvious, H has to be from class 10. So 4 from class 10 and 4 from class 9. The only thing what we left behind is about G. We need to find the school of G. We need to find the game that G plays. G should not be from APRS. We have exactly 2 members from APRS, that it's clearly mentioned here. We have no other person playing chess. So G should not be from APRS. And can G be from ZPH? We have already 3 members from ZPH, so G should not be from ZPH. It cannot be APRS, it cannot be ZPH, so it has to be KV. And people from KV has to play hockey. It is clear that people from APRS playing chess, people from ZPH playing volleyball, people from KV are playing hockey. So this is how we need to solve puzzles of this kind. Once the puzzle is done, you can solve any of the questions based on this. So in this video, no questions are mentioned, and I am sure this video is helpful. I expect you guys to solve questions of this kind, and if you have any queries, please drop a message in the comment section. I'll definitely address your doubt. So this is going to be a great journey. We are going to solve questions which are of the mains levels. So students, stay focused. Do follow the channel for more videos without any hesitation. If you guys feel that it's informative, if you guys felt that this channel will help you, do subscribe to the channel